good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this latest episode of the EPL Wizards podcast, where the best managers play. Today's exclusive interview is with WEEZY for Sheezy, my kneesy. Make sure to type in the live chat, bye. And you don't want to miss the crown and anchor, Baba. It's the show you look forward to most each month. It's the EPL Wizards podcast. Sit back and enjoy. This show is brought to you by our gracious sponsors, BDA Home Solutions, delivering quality indoor air for a healthier you. YGS FC, respect all, fear none. G-Pass, providing you seamless entry to all of your favorite events. And also brought to you by Just for Kicks, for all your sporting needs. All right, welcome everybody to the season finale of the EPL Wizards podcast. I'm going to bring on my co-host Nate. How you doing today, Nate?
I'm doing all right, bub. I'm here. Yeah, for sure.
Good. You're sounding good, Nate. You're sounding good. And we also have none other than our winner, our champion. Goes by the name of none other than Louise WEEZY Payne. Louise WEEZY Payne. Let's bring on our winner.
Oh, hi everybody! Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
You might as well call WEEZY a co-host at this point, bub. We see her so often. We see her on the show so often. Yeah,
she comes on
not often enough that I know how to enter backstage.
Yeah, we were trying to find you, but you got there. You got here in the end. Here in the end, WEEZY. So, I don't know where to start. I guess my first question was going to be, did you do anything differently to win this year? Was there anything special that you did?
I did. I set a goal of trying to learn much more about the game. And I set out to at least win a month. So okay. I did set out.
You did that and then some. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I set out with those same goals every single year, bub. And it's more than setting those goals, WEEZY. You put the time and the effort in, and it shows. And congratulations.
Thank you. I must admit, I started out the year by listening to the Winners podcast last year, Dave Middleton, and he had so many nuggets that I put on that video, listened, started to get a notebook, and I thought, even if I record all of these nuggets, it's going to be too much for 1 year. So I just picked out two things I was going to focus on, which was set and forget and don't get transfer happy. So I did focus on those two things for the whole year. And I think that definitely helped.
Okay. It's nice to know that the podcast serves some value, Fub.
Yeah, and it would have been this time last year. I'm guessing it would have been
this time last year.
The final one. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's
and
good.
So
we should probably keep these. Yeah.
We should probably pay attention when people are talking to these, Fub.
Yeah, well, that'll be a good start, Nate.
Yeah.
No, or the beauty is go back and play them.
There you go.
Yeah.
The problem for us going back and playing them, WEEZY, is that then we have to listen to ourselves. And I don't know how you feel, but I don't love going back and listening to myself talk.
No, but that's you just skip past that part.
Okay.
Blank it out.
So if you had to give people, I guess, something that they can listen to again and again and again, what would you say that would be? Can you just give it to us one more time?
You mean for trying
for trying to win.
Yeah.
Let's say I want to win next season. Let's say that.
And Fubler's going to sit back and
What would you say?
rewatch this podcast and take notes. What would your nugget of info be?
My advice would be to go with the flow. Even though I started out with a learner's mindset, by the time the season ended, I recognized that this is a game that you can't count on hard and fast rules. There are things that you may do one game week, and the next game week you would do something completely opposite, and that's okay, because hard and fast rules don't seem to work in this game.
That's actually very good to know, because I was trying to find, I guess, the balance between how to stay consistent every week. And it's good to know that you have to kind of almost like you have to be like water. You have to kind of move with the way that the season's going.
An example I would give you of my season, especially the second half, was game week 26 was a double game week for only two teams, one of which was Wolves, the other was Arsenal. And listening to the various podcasts, I decided I am not including a Wolves player in my side. And fast forward to game week 36, which was a double game week. Again, only two teams. And Crystal Palace and Manchester City were playing. And all of the podcasts were saying, oh, Crystal Palace is not focused on the league. They're focused on Europe, and, it doesn't make sense putting them in. And at that time, I had 3 Crystal Palace players in my team.
Okay.
Same situations, but going with the flow, I just came out with different outcomes.
So are you saying almost like you're not just listening to the crowd? You're thinking for yourself. You're listening to them, but then you're deciding what you want to do.
Exactly. And I'm sure there are people out there that say, I don't need nobody to tell me how to play. But the podcasts aren't telling you how to play. They're giving you information that, all of the information that everybody has is there for us all. But sometimes we don't all process it in the same manner. Some information, like the people that into analyzing all of the data, at least it gets translated for us. But you're always making the decision for yourself. They're not telling you how to play. And I think some people may forget that's not really the reason you're listening to podcasts.
So what would you say is your goal when you're listening to podcasts or listening to other sort of interviews, reading other articles? What are you aiming to do?
Well, I still felt that even though this was my 3rd competitive year, 4th year playing, and I felt that I really don't know how to play this game. Like, I don't know when I should be playing my chips. And so I was looking for guidance. And actually, between game week 31 and 32, there was the 3-week break, the 2 weeks for international break, and then the FA Cup. And that's when you had to choose what chip strategy you wanted to use. And I never took a day off of listening during that whole 3-week period. And for about 2.5 weeks, I listened to the same chip strategy, which was not sitting well with me. I did not want a wild card in 32. And it was only a couple of days before the deadline that in all of that listening, somebody came on and said, free hit 33, make sure you can make it through blank game week 34 and wildcard 35. And when I looked at my team, I'm like, this is what I've been looking for. I mean, I think what I really was looking for was someone to convince me that the strategy that was very popular at the time was the right strategy. And I hadn't found anyone to convince me of that. But by just being consistent, hanging in there, staying engaged, I finally heard a strategy that I liked, and I went with it. And at the end of the day, it looked like it was a good strategy. But
it's all worked out, yeah.
Yeah, it worked out, but I don't think it was a
Absolutely.
better strategy, but it was a good fit for me and my team. I liked it better, but I did some comparisons, and Chris went the other strategy. So by the time we got to game week 35, I had a chip left. I had bench boost left, and mostly everybody around me did not. But I don't think I did better in terms of points with my bench boost. And so I just seem to have made small gains all the way to the end.
Yeah. It's almost like you're just taking it one game week at a time. It seems like, it's one game a week at a time, and you keep saying you don't know how to play this game, but we've had you on this show a record amount of time. I don't know, Nate. Are you convinced?
I can think of at least I think we've had WEEZY on the show at least 4 times.
Yeah.
In different capacities, whether it be monthly winner, now overall winner.
I think it's 3. 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Listen, that's 3 more than Mandela Fubler and I have had as earned guests. We haven't earned our way onto this show yet. You've earned your way on 3 different times. So
I'm getting there. I'm really getting there.
Well, if you're only just getting there, then Fubler, you and I have a long way to go.
Yes, we do. Absolutely do. I do. So I do want to just touch on the fact that we do have about 300 views, 301 viewers right now. So
is that a record?
Thank you. I think it's a record. Well, people finally want to know what WEEZY's secrets are, and I think she's given them out one by one to everybody. So thank you very much to everybody who is joining. We have 2 things that we want to mention before we go any further. We're going to give this a try. So if you think that you know who's going to win World Cup 2026, let us know if you think it's going to be a team or country out of Europe or the UK. Is it going to be a team out of the Americas, North or South? Is it going to be a team out of Africa? Or is it going to be a team out of Asia? And to enter, you just click post 1, the number 1 through 4 in the live chat, and we'll see who is the most popular. Actually,
are we able to join the chat? Oh no.
Yes, you can. You can. Well, everybody. I think everybody's going to have to connect a YouTube account at some point.
Okay.
But if you are able to do that, Nate, I can distract the viewers with some really creative questions for WEEZY if you want to get logged in.
I'm going to join on my phone. There you go.
WEEZY, who do you think is going to win World Cup? This is nothing to do with Premier League, but I think you have a good ability at analyzing football.
Well, I've started my work on the World Cup fantasy, so I've done my bracket, and I came up with France.
France. Okay. Yeah. That's a good choice. I think France did well in the Champions League. Good representation on the Champions League front.
So I saw there was some economist or something that developed some formula to predict World Cup winners, and he's gotten the last 3 correct. And so his formula dictates this time that it's going to be the Netherlands that will win the World Cup.
Netherlands.
For whatever reason. So he's been right for the last 3 World Cups, and his formula has predicted the Netherlands. Now, I'm not saying that that's who I think is going to win it, but his formula seems to think it will be.
It's going to be the Netherlands. Okay. I used to be a big fan of Netherlands with Kluivert and Bergkamp back in the day.
Sure.
Yeah, I supported.
Are you looking? How's everybody feeling about the World Cup? This has been a weird one for me. I don't feel like I'm as excited for the World Cup as I have been in the past. But at the same time, it's the World Cup, man. It's gonna be a pretty interesting month.
Yeah, I think I feel the same. I think it's because of one of the host countries, but
I think that's probably why. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into too much of it, but yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least the fantasy has started, so I'm excited about that and got my work cut out.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, it's going to be busy. I enjoy having a bit of a break over the summers. The Premier League season is quite long, but I do like watching the slew of games that tend to be every day, especially in the group stages. Is a lot of excitement.
Well, I mean, it's even bigger this time. This is going to be the biggest World Cup, in terms of number of teams. I still need to do a bit of research into what the new format is. I mean, it's all different now. So,
yeah. I would do my Donald Trump. This is gonna be the biggest, the baddest. I can't do Trump, but I can picture him really bigging it up and selling it to the people. Okay, so the other thing that we wanted to let people know is we're going to be giving away a very special prize. It's going to be a jersey from YGS, and it's also going to be a hat courtesy of Just for Kicks. So if you're interested in joining that, there is a link in the live chat, and all you got to do is click the link and you will be able to be entered into that. So we'll do that at the very end. So if you'd like to enter, or you know a friend or a ex-girlfriend that may want to enter, please feel free to.
Why just an ex-girlfriend?
Well,
why just an ex? Well,
I was thinking anybody.
No love for the current girlfriend, huh? Just skip over her. She's not important.
Well, I'm guessing there's only one current girlfriend. The ex could be like 5 or 6.
Oh, okay. You're trying
to get the number
for the numbers game.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Nothing personal. Nothing personal there. And then also, if you have any questions for WEEZY, while we have her here, she has been such a joy to have in the league. So if you have questions for WEEZY, I'm sure she'll be happy to answer any questions.
I'll put a question to both of you. How did you like the end of the Premier League season? How did it go for you? Fubler, I obviously know your answer to a certain extent. But WEEZY, how'd you find the end of the Premier League season? Because you're a Chelsea fan. Am I right in saying that?
I'm a Chelsea fan, yes.
Right. Must have been an interesting season for you.
Yeah, well, I didn't have too many Chelsea players in my team
very
often. But I must admit, the start that I got was because of Chelsea. Because of why does his name escape me?
João Pedro, the striker, he had a good little start to the season, I feel like.
No, not João Pedro. He's a midfielder. Got sent off a few times though, but I don't know why I think his name starts with a C. Why am I blanking on that? But he's the one who, in the early days, got goals, got DEFCON, got bonus points, and that really set me on my way, I think. But of course, towards the end, it was nerve-wracking. I was trying not to get so anxious chasing down the lead or being chased or whatever. So it was a good ending, but I must admit that I I felt like I just played boring FPL. Tried not to
Didn't have
get the
much of a
wrong
season to
stat.
watch it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Bubler, we'll let the Arsenal fan speak.
Yeah, I mean,
How was it?
I will
How does
start
it
off.
feel? How does it feel?
I will start off by saying it is very nice to win the Premier League, to be champions of England, to be the absolute winners of the entire Premier League, one of the best leagues ever, and one of the toughest seasons, I think, arguably, with a lot of talent across all the different teams.
I'll let that one slide. I'm not gonna dampen your your parade, but I'll put an asterisk on that comment. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did get a chance to go to the parade, and it was
right.
I think it was a very high energy, very enthusiastic experience where I think despite the final result in the Champions League the night before, I think everybody still loves Gabriel, everybody still loves Eze, and I think we were very proud of the season as a whole.
As you should be.
That's my
As you
thoughts.
should
That's
be.
my thoughts.
As you should be, man. Too often I think we get into this headspace nowadays of trying to classify something as, is it the best ever? Is this a greatest ever? Is this whatever? And we just forget to enjoy the moment. You know what I mean? The moment is Arsenal are Premier League champions, and Arsenal fans should enjoy that. Because it probably won't happen for another 22 years. So they should enjoy it now.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll take it.
Permit me, my memory came back. It's Caicedo that I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gave me the good start.
But yeah, congratulations to Arsenal. Congratulations to Arsenal fans. We'll see you all next year. But yeah, honestly, I always say, and it'd be wrong of me to walk back on things that I always say I believe in. I do believe that you can't fluke a league. You can fluke a cup. You can get lucky in a cup and get a good draw and make it to the final. And at that point, any one game. But yeah, I don't believe that you can fluke a league. I think the winner of leagues is usually the person that deserves to win, the team that deserves to win. And so I'll tip my hat and say Arsenal deserve to win the league. You don't fluke leagues, so well done.
Well said, Nate. And I will take that. I will accept that. Like I was on the pitch for 90 minutes of every single game. I will accept that. I will accept that statement. But yeah, I think looking forward to next season now. I think it's all to play for. I'm very interested to see how Arsenal regroups over the summer. I guess most teams. I think a lot of teams are getting new coaches in. I saw.
Yeah.
Is it Xabi Alonso?
Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah,
he's going to be with you guys in Chelsea. So
and Iraola's gone to Liverpool, and City's got Maresca, and United. I mean, technically, it's not necessarily a new coach in Carrick, but essentially, as a full-time coach, as having the permanent job, it's a new coach. Really, when you look at it. And even, Spurs, if we're going to go the traditional top six, which obviously isn't really any real thing, but the traditional top six, pretty much every single one of them except for Arsenal has a new coach, a new manager.
Yeah,
so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that next year. Very interesting.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So just going over to a few more, I just want to give a few more congratulations before we go any further. So we did have, let's go up next, ladies and gentlemen. We want to look at the winner for let's do the YGS Cup first. So the winner for the YGS Cup was none other than Mr. Jermaine Balboda. So congratulations to Jermaine. He won the YGS Cup. He was up against Gordon Cox in the finals, and he was able to win 54 points to 42. So big congratulations for that.
Nicely done.
I know sometimes it does get missed when we are doing, there's a lot of different competitions. But well done, Jermaine, for holding it down and being able to take the title on the cup. Very well done. Also, the winner for the month. So I realized last minute that we hadn't said anything about the winner for the month, but that was Denzel Simmons. Denzel, congratulations for winning the final month of the season.
Yep.
You did that very well. Yep.
It's a shame that the May monthly winner, unfortunately, doesn't get the plaudits of most of the monthly winners. So yeah, good to shout him out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nate, I think next up we should probably touch on the Crown and Anchor at the very least for the celebrating the winner of the Crown and Anchor.
Sure. I mean, we can go through. I still need to go through the Champions Choice fixture and the guest and number, and then we should have a winner. When did you want to do that? Did you want to do that now?
I'm happy to do that now, unless there's any other questions for WEEZY. Anybody has questions for WEEZY that you want to ask, I'll give people an opportunity to post their questions for WEEZY as well. But yeah, I'm happy to kick that off, Nate.
All right. Yeah, we might as well. I don't see any other questions in the chat at the moment.
Yeah.
So let me switch over to my screen.
As you do that, I'm gonna just go for it, Nate.
Should be sharing now. So after the initial round, this was obviously the final game week of the season, game week 38. After the initial run of just the fixtures themselves, we had two tied at the top in Ben Dyer and Coy Smith. Couple, 3 or so people on 6 points. Decent little chunk on 5. And then a pull group at 4 and 3 and so on and so forth. So we're really looking at those two that are on 7 points, which is a pretty good turnaround for that final game week. So we'll move into the Champions Choice fixture, which was Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. The game, it actually ended up not being the game that clinched it all, because Arsenal had already clinched the title at that point. So that match ended up finishing, I believe it was 2-1 to the Arsenal to celebrate their victory. Yes, it was. So we will go back into the questions and we will head over to the Champions Choice fixture. So Crystal Palace had 1 goal and all the others are incorrect. And Arsenal had 2 goals, which a lot of people seem to guess. Right on. So we'll give that a second to update, because remember last time we had that issue where the spreadsheet updated slowly. So with that, we see Ben Dyer jumping out. He jumps up to 9 points. Keston Lewis jumps up to 8. Coy stayed on 7. So a big, decent group at 7 now, but Ben Dyer must have gotten both of those correct. He did indeed. He got that on the number. So he jumps up to 9 points. Keston Lewis on 8. So the next section is the guess the number, which was total second half goals. I did the numbers. I crunched the numbers, the total second half goals. I double checked it. And there were 15 total second half goals on that last game week. So that means anyone who gets 15 will get 3 points. 14 or 16 will get 2. And 13 or 17 will get 1. So again, I always apologize. Forgive me. This one's going to take a minute or two. So 17 will get 1 point. 20 nothing. 15 on the number gets 3. Well done to those. 12 gets nothing. 14.
I'm always fascinated when people get it right on the exact number.
I know, right?
Crazy.
18 gets nothing. 10 gets nothing. 13 gets 1. Go 22 gets nothing, 11 gets nothing, 16 gets 2, 8 gets nothing. A lot of good guesses this time, it feels like. 23, 26. I think these people with 23 and 26 thought we were talking about total goals.
Yeah.
And that seems to be all. So we will save that and hope the sheet has updated in time and we're not dealing with outdated information. Resort that sheet. Paul Byrne has jumped out to the lead with, he must have gotten 15 on the number. No. He got, did I mark 13? I marked 13 differently, didn't I? What's going on here? I don't think that 13 should have gotten him that many points. Hold on. 13, yeah, there we go. There's the problem. 13 should have only gotten 1 point. I make sure that didn't. There we go. That should be fixed. Yeah, that was a mistake. Sorry, Paul, if you're watching. You did not, in fact, get 3 points for 13. You only got 1. So this is where the table stands after the guessed number. We have 3 tied on 9 points. Ben Dyer Coy must have gotten a good guess to have him jump up to 14. So did Vincent Miners, also guessed 14, so they got 2 points for that. Vincent also got the Champion's Choice exactly correct, so he had a nice big jump with 4 points from the guess from the Champion's Choice and the guess the number. So that was very well done by him. So we've got 3 tied on 9, which means we go into the Just for Kicks tiebreaker.
We haven't used that.
We go into the Just for Kicks tiebreaker. Okay. Let me just refresh, because remember last time we weren't refreshing enough. And let me make sure we got everybody. Cool. So we have 3 tied on 9. The Just for Kicks tiebreaker, it's the highest fantasy score for that game week. The highest fantasy score for game week 38 was 117 points globally. That was the highest score for game week 38. So we're going whoever was closest to 117. And if we scroll over, we have our tiebreaker here. And it looks like Ben Dyer, right there with 119, is closest to 117. And we have our Crown and Anchor winner for May in Ben Dyer.
Oh, well done, Ben Dyer.
Well done, Ben. In the tiebreaker.
Well done.
In the Just for Kicks tiebreaker. Big time, big time.
That's good.
Well done.
That's good.
Well done. So let me stop sharing my screen. Well done to Ben Dyer for the final Crown and Anchor of the 25-26 Premier League season.
It's always exciting, and it's nice to see how it's done, how it's calculated. And yeah, you never know who's going to win it. This one went right down to the wire.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Yeah, we had a nice big jump up from Vincent Miners there with the Champion's Choice and the guess and number, but his closest to the tiebreaker was just off.
Yeah. I have a question for you, WEEZY. Do you always do the Crown and Anchor? And if so, what is your strategy for Crown and Anchor?
I always do the Crown and Anchor. And my strategy is the best guess. My best guess is.
Yeah.
I feel like for Crown Anchor sometimes the more you overthink it, the less you're gonna do. It's almost just like you know what does your gut tell you? Go with your gut and just let it go.
And my first year, which was 2 years ago, the last game of the season, I was in a playoff, not a playoff, but tied. 2 of us had perfect predictions. So I'll never forget that we both got it absolutely right, and I won it on the tiebreaker at that time.
Nice. Well, just like Ben Dyer, Ben Dyer did this month.
That's exciting. That's very exciting. Okay. So we're gonna give everybody 2 minutes. So a 2-minute warning. We'll put that up on the top right corner before we do the prize giveaway for the.
I'm already
Just
shaking
for
my
Kicks
head.
hat. There we go. We're gonna do the prize giveaway, and I think that I'm gonna post in the I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it one more time in the WhatsApp chat. Actually, you know what? Everybody's going to join. Everybody's going to try and join. Looks like we have some people already signed up, Nate. They want that prize.
5 responses. Look at that.
Yeah, there we go. So everybody is coming in hot, ready to win with the prize.
Technically, this is the last thing people could win from the 25-26 season in the EPL Wizards. This is the last.
You know what?
The last prize that'll be going out.
I feel like people cannot say I don't have a chance to win anything. You have the monthly chance, you have the Crown and Anchor chance, you have the top 10.
The cup, you have the cup.
The cup as well. Then the duck races. We want to try and bring the duck races. The duck races. It's many multiple ways to win. So as we prepare to do the duck race, Nate, I was wondering one thing. do you want to try and encourage people to sign up for next season? Because I think if anybody's on the fence, we should try and push them over to get them to sign up. I think it'll be nice to have a few new faces.
I think, well, the early sign up, first off, is 100%. If you are planning on playing next year, it doesn't make sense to wait. You might as well sign up now because you get the lowest price possible. Obviously, the reason we do the tiered pricing and we do it less for early signups and more for late signups is historically it's been very difficult to coordinate the league with late signups. So if you sign up early, you save yourself some money and you make Mandela's life a lot easier. So so that's why. So you might as well, if you're planning on playing next year, if you already know you're going to do Fantasy Premier League and you'd like to remain a part of the EPL Wizards, you might as well sign up tomorrow. You might as well sign up tomorrow to get the lowest price possible. And if you're not sure if you want to continue in the EPL Wizards, the simple question is if you're planning on playing Premier League, Fantasy Premier League, this is the only league that I think gives you a chance, just like Fub said, to win in a multitude of ways. I think the biggest downside of Fantasy Premier League is that once you maybe have a slow start to the season or have a month or two that isn't very good, it's very easy to lose interest because it's just like, well, what's the point? But the nice thing about the EPL Wizards, at least in my opinion, is that you can all you need is one good month. All you need is one good month to win your money back. That month can happen in the first month, the last month, in January, February, it doesn't matter. And then even when the cup comes along, you just need a nice little cup run. Like I said, you can fluke a cup. Look at Liverpool 2005 win the Champions League. You don't have to be the best team in Europe to win the Champions League.
That's a good point.
You don't have to be the best Fantasy Premier League player to win the cup or to win a month. So, if you're planning on playing, but you're not sure if you want to stay in the Wizards, then sign up early so you can save yourself some money and have a chance to win a good chunk of change in a variety of ways.
Very well said, Nate. Very well said.
And if you win a month or you win the league, you get to come hang out with Mandela and I on the EPL Wizards podcast. Maybe that's a deterrent, Fub. I don't know. Maybe I'm going too far. Yeah, maybe I jumped the shark there. I don't know.
Yeah, there we go. Oh well, here we go. So we're gonna get the duck race underway. So thanks again to all the entries that we've had. It looks like we have a solid 5 folks.
Okay.
I want to say good luck to everybody, Nate. And do you want to pick a number? You want to pick a number between? Why
someone's got helmets and chef hats? And
it's a dangerous.
You know what? I worked with Ryan Roberts. I had Ryan Roberts is a good golfing friend. I'll say let's go number 3. The chef hat and everything.
I'll go. So WEEZY, what number do you pick between 1 and 5, except for 3?
2.
Okay, I'll go with number 1.
Look, Vincent Miners is making a run. There we go. Lost out on the Crown Anchor tiebreaker, but wins the duck race.
Dude, that's how karma works.
There we go.
You don't give up. That's what it's about. So congratulations, Vincent Miners. You will be the recipient of a very stylish Just for Kicks hat and a YGS jersey. So congratulations on that. Very, very much congratulations.
I can't believe the duck race that I've seen that twice in one season, Fub.
Look, Nate. We are bringing the heat. We are bringing the heat. This show, you never know what you're gonna get. It's not your average podcast.
No.
I'll definitely say that. Thanks again to everybody who is watching today. I know everybody's busy. Some of you watching the replay. Some of you watching us live tonight. I do want to ask WEEZY one question, which was we kind of covered it earlier. But what? So my question for you, WEEZY, is what do you think is going to make this next season extra special? Premier League season we're talking about. Do you think it's going to be a new coach? Do you think it's going to be a new transfer? Do you think there's anything that's going to shake up this upcoming 2026-2027 season?
I think just Arsenal defending the title That's what jumps out to me. I can't.
Yeah, I think
that's
that
fair.
with
That's fair.
especially
That's fair.
with all of the upheaval in, like I said, the other traditional top
Post.
six.
Yeah.
With the upheaval elsewhere. Look, defending a league is not easy. There's a reason it very rarely happens.
And Liverpool having just been named the worst defenders of a league a title. I guess that's what dropped.
It's not easy. It's not easy to defend a league. It's a long and short of it. City. What City win 4 on the bounce or something? I think United have won 3 in a row at different points as well. But that's that's the rarity. That's not common. So I think that defending's hard. But I think if you were going to pick a season to try and defend, I think the one where 5 of your main rivals have all switched managers in the last 3 months is a pretty good season to say, you know what, we might have a chance to defend. So that'll be, you're right, Weezy. I think that'll be interesting to see how Arsenal, and also we know that Arsenal typically hasn't dealt well with being front runners. So we'll see how that goes, knowing that they're going to come in as the overwhelming favorites. I think to repeat as they should, as they should come in as the overwhelming favorites to repeat.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to this season. I really think that we could do back to back, and I wouldn't mind taking a Champions League this next year.
Gotta work on your penalties, man.
Yeah.
I think it was the order, in my opinion. I think we probably could have shaken up the order a little bit, but
you shook up the order. You shook up the order. That was the problem. The order was shook, bub.
I was hoping they were doing the penalty drills every day, penalty practice. They needed to do more penalty practice.
The order was the issue. That's yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's how the cookie crumbles. And if PSG can win Champions League back to back, then I think Arsenal can win the Premier League back to back. And Arsenal.
I think Arsenal certainly could. I think Arsenal certainly could repeat. I don't think that that's a crazy thing to suggest. I think they absolutely could.
Yeah.
Obviously, I hope they don't, but I think they absolutely could.
Yeah. Well, fantastic. So thank you very much, Weezy. Any final words sort of going into, I guess, the summer months? Anything that you want to leave our viewers with before we wrap it up?
Yep. Once again, I want to shout out to my son who made the last day of this season so memorable with me being in the push for the title. And he said, "You're not going to stay home and watch it by yourself. We're going down to Outback.
Nice.
And have lunch, and you can watch all the games on the screen." And
Very
that's what
nice.
we did, and it was so nice. So I shout out to BJ. And I also met the other WEEZY that's joined the visits this year. He was down there with his sister and brother-in-law, mother, family, and it was just such a nice day. And of course, I must just tidy up one thing when I talk about Usher and maybe helping me and him saying, you know how to watch the videos. One thing in once I joined and I saw how much there is to learning, I said, I understand, Usher. Ain't nobody got time to teach anybody anything.
Yes.
So I just have to clean that up. And thank you guys once again, because it is exciting. For me, this brings me joy in my retirement and keeps me busy. And as I tell my girlfriends, I ain't got no time for Netflix.
Well said. Beautiful. Well, Weezy, it's always great to have you on.
Yes.
And I think I speak for the entire league that we hope that you've signed up for next season already, and hopefully you'll be with us again.
Sure, it was number 2 after I signed
there we go.
Trust me.
Beautiful.
Well, we're happy to have you, and congratulations. Genuinely well deserved.
And I would be remiss, because when I did win in year before last, within a month, I think I was the only lady. And we do have more ladies this year. And a couple of them did really well. I was keeping my eyes on them. So hopefully in the upcoming season, we'll have more women.
Hopefully.
That's a great goal. I'm going to do my best to try and recruit some more women because it's nice to have a very broad group.
Just got to reach out to all the ex-girlfriends, Fub, right? All the ex-girlfriends.
That's it. And that's why I said it, Nate. That's why I said it. Now you finally
That'll solve all the ever do.
I knew.
There's a method
we
to the
needed
madness. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, it looks like the majority of the votes look like they're saying Europe or UK. So it could be the Netherlands, Nate, that take the World Cup. If they do win, if it's a European country or UK country, you heard it here first. On Thursday, the 4th of June, we called it. But thanks again, Nate. Thank you for all that you do for the league.
Thank you, Bob, for an excellent season. Excellent season, man. Well done.
It's been fun. I'm going to enjoy at least 2 months of peace and quiet. Somebody asked me, do I want to do a World Cup? Do I want to run a World Cup fantasy? I said, no, this is my vacation. I need my sanity. Give me a break, please. So we'll be back again in August to do it all again. And if you're interested in joining, and maybe you've just stumbled across this, there's a QR code to the left of WEEZY, and you can scan the QR code and get yourself entered. One last thing, just look at Vincent. He's cruising down the channel there, ready to collect his jersey and put it over that lovely, beautiful pink body of his. Looking forward for you collecting your prize. So thank you very much, Vincent, for joining. And with that, Nate, unless am I forgetting anything?
No.
We were gonna do the lightning round. I think we saved the lightning round.
No.
I'm sure Weezy's gonna win again next season, a month or two. So we'll do the lightning round that time.
Yes.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. And if you want to watch this back, feel free to pull it up and rewind it. And especially me, I'm going to be listening to some things that Weezy said multiple times.
For sure.
Good.
Enjoy, everybody.
Looking
Have a
forward
wonderful
to it.
summer.
Yes.
Thank you.
You too.
This show is brought to you by our gracious sponsors, BDA Home Solutions, delivering quality indoor air for a healthier you. YGS FC, respect all, fear none. G-Pass, providing you seamless entry to all of your favorite events. And also brought to you by Just for Kicks, for all your sporting needs.